He's going to be looking at her the whole time.
Nuh-uh, that's not true. One of my bestest friends is 41 and she's a virgin, so.
And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Today is day 27 of Shinolin not accepting my sneaky link invitation.
Oh my Lord.
Are you really pushing for that, though? Makes me wonder.
Yeah. Trying.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Whoa, okay.
Hey,
that might be a connection right there.
Shen, let me know. I could be the
Shen
next
only
person.
is attracted to very tall, very handsome black men. That's her type.
Oh, so she's going to be single for a long time.
So this is the advantage is...
No, all
That's
the guys
not
that
true.
she's dated are lately. Like the guy she's talking to now, he's actually, well, they've only been talking a very, very short time, but it looks promising. He's handsome. He's tall.
Very tall. So compared to her, like...
Oh, yeah. She's like
Compared
this.
to her,
5'2"?
yeah.
Look, girls, if you like tall guys, date me, and then everybody after me will seem tall.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you're dark enough.
Yep.
You're stupid. Okay. Here we go. On three, guys. 1, 2. Stop. Hold on. Okay. On three, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Hi. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of
Be Uplifted.
dang it, I missed it. I missed it.
We're rusty. It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay. You got this. You got this. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hi.
Is that your sound for today?
Yeah.
Did you do a sound on the last one?
No, you kept talking.
I did not talk. I missed it, which is why I said I didn't know. Okay. So,
I'm not even sure if I made a sound, but
okay.
You didn't.
All right, you guys, as you can
He
see,
talked. That
our
was his
special
sound.
guest is back.
I'm here.
Welcome, Miss Jasmine is back.
Thank you for having me.
been a
I know
whole-
she's not even a guest. She's like literally part of the Be Uplifted fam.
It's been a
Yeah.
whole
That's what I'm
week.
saying.
It's been a whole week.
It's been a whole week.
I missed you.
Thank you. I missed you guys too.
All right.
Vince
what are we
too?
talking about?
Vince,
not much.
So.
I was kind of upset that he stopped talking to me, but it's okay.
You got married.
Yeah, you got married. You got
Yeah,
married.
yeah, you got
That's why he
married.
stopped talking.
All the guys were like, we don't know, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like what the boundary is. So
Yeah.
they respected you and your man. So.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So I know you guys miss Vince and Jasmine arguing on the podcast. Does anyone remember the topic? So I always ask this at the
Yes.
beginning because I talk about what we're going to talk about and no one ever remembers. So,
how to keep it busy when you're busy.
How to keep it busy.
oh, I like that. That's a better
That was off the
title.
dome, too.
Hell yeah. Off the dome.
How to
Okay.
get busy when you're busy.
So, how to keep the spark alive in a busy, when you have a busy lifestyle or when you've been together for a long time and life and, you know, all that shit gets in the way.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Because you know we all busy.
Okay, so let's start with something simple. What do you do to reconnect with your partner after having a long day?
Thumbs up their last text.
Thumbs up their last text.
Yep.
I'm home.
We just need to start having a banner that pops up. This is why he's single. Every time he makes
No
comments.
facts.
You should put together a reel.
I should.
An example.
Right? I should.
Why he's single.
That's the caption.
This is like
Why
a
Vince is
full
single.
that's a full episode.
That's true. That's true. All right. We'll
we
talk.
need like a therapist on here as well.
Oh, that's actually something that I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get like a professional therapist to come in.
I'm trying to get my homie from the last time to come back.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's answer the question. Start simple. How do you reconnect with your partner after coming home from a long day of work? Or even just a long day, not even work. You've been separated, doing your own thing the whole day. You're fucking tired. You're busy. The last thing you want to do is quote unquote connect. What do you do to connect?
This is what you do. You cut the power in the house, right? Put on a mask.
Stop.
Go in through the window.
Give her a heart attack? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. So anyways.
So he wants to die
That's
when
spicy.
he comes home.
literally.
Well, I make sure the baby's asleep first off. Make sure the baby's asleep and put on a movie. Maybe depending on how I'm feeling that day, then I'll send him like dirty text messages throughout the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just be like, do the laundry.
Yeah, did you do the laundry?
Like,
Because you're about to have more laundry to clean.
Oh, I thought you meant like if he did the laundry, then you're like, oh yes.
Then it's all kinds of wet when the laundry's
Right.
Oh,
done.
girl, that's his duty.
Oh, she's like,
okay.
oh, I'm not. Nope.
Never mind.
He
That's
does that
expected.
shit. If I do everything else, you can clean your damn clothes.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Miss
But
Jasmine.
you get the skid marks out the best. Oh,
Okay, Miss Jasmine, you come home from a busy day. I know you's a hustler. I've always known you to be one of the hardest working people. What do you do when you come home after a long day of work to reconnect with your new hubby?
Well, you know, last episode we were talking about transitions, transitioning. I think one of the things that I have to get used to is he's always willing to connect, and I'm just like, I just got home. So for him, I feel like when we come home, it's always happy, hug, kiss, how was your day, things like that. So that helps us like,
That
okay,
starts off the connection again. Okay, I like that. Keep it simple.
keep it simple. Yeah.
Rich.
I'm really horrible at this because like normally when I go home, there's so many things going on in my head that I forget, you know. So I get like you don't even come over and hug me and love me and whatever, and you know.
I be saying the same shit though.
Yeah, no, but like I gotta, you know, be aware of it. But sometimes it's just, you know, I get home, then I gotta check on the reptiles and all this and all that. I don't know. Like I'm being completely honest.
No,
like,
I
I'm
mean,
really
you should
bad
be.
at it.
Yeah.
You should be honest because, you know, if every person on here says something like, oh, I do this, every listener is going to be like, that's bullshit. I don't do that.
Like
you
I'm,
know?
I'm,
So
I'm really bad at it. I'm working to get there. It just,
it's hard.
yeah, it's like,
Do you think that plays a part because you used to be single for so long? So you forget like what you said in the last episode too.
No, I think
there's another
I think I have
person?
ADD.
Okay.
Like everybody else, I think. It's just that, you know, there's certain things that just like, I do this. Oh no, I get distracted by this. Then at the end of the day, what makes it worse is that I should be like, oh, I should go over there and make lambing, you know, like
Lambing in Tagalog is like little snuggles and flirtation.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But then I won't do it because I'm busy at that time. Then I forget. Then I'll be on the couch on my
then you
phone.
scroll,
Then it looks as though like I didn't even care.
So you had it in your head.
I had it in
But
my
then it
head.
slips.
Then it slips, and then now I'm like on the couch, like scrolling through my
You
phone.
asshole.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Fucking dick.
Yeah. Trust me, I feel bad too because then I'm like, fuck, I fucked up again.
Well, at least you feel bad. That's good. Self-awareness is sexy.
Yeah.
So
Just
she's
don't
ready for you
apply.
tonight.
Just-
I got you, girl.
Just don't let her know I said that.
But see, last episode you said when you think about it, you just do it. So
With no,
Not the call out.
Jasmine's in, y'all.
no,
Jasmine's in.
I didn't say I'm at that level now where it's all the time. You
okay.
have to
Just
work
certain
on you
things.
work on
Yeah.
it. Like, you know, again, certain things you go, oh, I got to do this, and I just do it. But then there's always something. There's always other things that I got to do in my head.
Lonnie, what about you? Because you're the busy one. You're the one that has like your own business. Like you're always hustling too. Like Miss Jasmine over here. What is it that you do, Miss Lonnie, to reconnect after you come home from a long day of work? Or what does he do so that you guys can reconnect?
Cook dinner, and I make sure that we eat dinner together.
Oh, that's a nice way. Okay.
Yes, it's something that it's a rule for us. Like if I'm gonna be cooking, then you're gonna sit at the dinner table and eat with me.
yeah.
That's actually similar to, so my love language is not like cooking with like some people. It's like, here, I like to feed you. That's definitely my husband's love language. So even though I didn't take that as trying to reconnect, now that we've been together long enough and I recognize that, I'm like, okay, this is his bid for connection with me. You know, like I'm at home, and even though I might want more words of affirmation or whatever my love language is, you know, I know that when he goes, babe, did you eat today? What do you want to eat? And then he's like cooking after a long day. He likes to cook for me. So after a long day of work, he'll come and he'll start cooking. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is him trying to connect with me, you know? And then for me, he is very, his love language, as most men or most men's are, is physical touch. So I make sure, because there was a time where we were always busy and we would just kind of come home and not even just, hey, what's up? You know, like that was it. But now it's like, pause, do the kiss, give the hug, ask how your day was, you know, or how the other person's day was. So that's how we try to start it off at the end of a busy day. How about you, Vince? How do you reconnect with your pretend girlfriend?
Or how did you?
How did you?
Just communication and understanding. Just remember that you are a team. So sometimes, like when I would see her, even though she's fictitious, but
Okay, how would you want to be? Like when you
yeah, I'm just gonna make this easier on you guys. I'm gonna call her Jenny. Okay.
Okay.
So there's
Jenny from
times
the
that
block.
no, like you know why her name is Jenny. Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Shut
I
up.
just clicked.
You
Okay,
shut up
sorry.
too.
Okay.
Okay. So like there's times that she'll come over, right? And I'm working or whatever, but she wants to spend time and stuff like that. I remind myself we're a team. And the reason that we're a team is because I see better, or I see the better and the worse, but the better outweighs the worse. So as long as I can disconnect from the world and then just open myself to her, then like we can kick it. You know what I mean?
What's happening over here in this corner? I don't understand.
because this
Shaking. Like, turn on.
No, I can see her off the corner of my eye. I'm like, what's going on? But
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's just it sounds way too real for it to be fake.
Right.
So I actually like that answer a lot. Like the whole I
But
disconnect from the world and
yeah,
focus on her.
because
okay.
there's gonna be
it's
some.
not as fake as he's
No,
claiming,
there's-
'cause I know who he's talking about.
There's gonna be some BS that happens, and the last thing that I want to happen is I bring that home or here to her, you know, or she comes in and she wants to, you know, just was it like decompress or
Yeah.
something like that, and I don't want to give a bad environment for her to do that. Whether she wants to just take a nap on the couch or for some reason listen to me type on my mechanical keyboard, or if she wants to take a nap on one of the bean bags or something like that, or if she wants to do a photo shoot or something.
Yeah.
You know, but if I have a bad energy because of something that she had nothing to do with, we can exist in the same area together as long as I'm not pushing her away with bad energy.
So did you have fake sex with your fake girlfriend?
She wasn't awake all the time, but
You know
no, I'm just kidding.
No. Edit that out.
Oh my god.
Take that out.
Okay. We're gonna move on to the next question, guys.
Dude,
Okay.
Lonnie is looking at me like she really wants
Bro,
the answer
I'm
to that.
so like
Like she really wants the
you're
answer.
fucking my brain hurts.
Okay.
Lonnie's like,
No.
this is why I wasn't here last week.
But see, this is the thing is that because we're you know, it wasn't a real relationship, so I think that plays into it. But it's the fact that when she got here, she didn't just rush inside, you know, or like when I see her at work, I don't just rush up to her or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you guys are sneaking around. That's why.
no, it's the fact that I'm allowed to sit there and decompress.
You guys give each other that
just,
space.
Yeah, and then be in the right headspace to accept her or to accept me. You know.
Got it. All right. So next question. What small gestures do you think make the biggest difference in keeping the passion alive?
I mean, okay, I said it earlier, but during the day, sometimes me and him would be like, oh, he'll be like, oh, I want you. Like, okay, bet. Just wait till I get home, and then I knock out. But but there's moments still that are, you know, just those small little.
Okay, so yours is kind of like some sexy flirtation during the day. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
What about you, Jasmine? What are some small gestures that you feel help keep the passion alive on both ends, from him and from you?
I probably like the same thing, just like communication throughout the day.
Like sexy communication throughout the day? That's what
I
keeps
mean,
the passion
sometimes it gets there. Yeah. Yeah.
alive? Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more, but okay, I'm not gonna.
I mean, like you said,
Yeah.
you do the dirty text, you do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But I mean, even when we're at home, just the little,
Okay, you know how a long time ago we talked about that we are not like sexy picture senders? Like
Yeah.
do you do that now that you're in a relationship?
No.
She said,
you don't send
No.
pictures.
No.
Do you send sexy pictures?
Yes.
Okay. I like that. How about you, Rich? What are some small gestures, or what are some small gestures that your partner does that you think help keep the spark alive?
I feel like he's a very loving person. So like he's constantly like, I miss you. I can't wait to be home. Like
He makes you feel desired all the
Yes.
time. I think that's very key for a woman. Is it doesn't matter if it's like texting or like just the feel of being desired really does
Right.
help keep that passion alive. Rich, what about you?
I don't know. I mean,
There's no passion. You're just kidding.
he's bad at that too.
she's probably best to answer this question. I mean, I don't know. Like sometimes,
Well, what does she do that helps
sometimes
you
I feel
feel-
like
Can we phone her?
I know.
sometimes I feel like
Ring,
I'm
ring,
lacking
pick up.
in that space
Okay.
still.
Okay, so this is a good episode for you to grow from. Next time we talk about this, I better hear some different answers.
Okay, so what does she
This is
do?
your homework.
Yeah, what does she do that you feel? Because if you're not doing it, someone's got to be doing it. So it's obviously her. What do you think she does that helps you continue to feel like passionate about the relationship?
I think it's like the little things, and I know she probably doesn't think I pay attention, but I do. Like at times, you know, like when you say, she's like, "Do you ever?" She asked me this once, and I didn't know how to answer because I didn't want to reveal it. But I guess I'm revealing it now. She's like, "Do you ever just stare and look at me?" And I'm like, I don't know, because I actually do. Like,
Oh
like,
my God,
like,
that's
like,
so
like today, right? Like I was practicing my set for the San Diego Fair, and she was making those sandwiches, and I was just staring at her like the whole time. I'm like, that's who I'm with. Somebody is actually gonna take their time to make sandwiches for everybody else.
You better start fucking making out with her. or something.
No, but you know, sometimes with me, I still find it hard to like show my feelings in that sense.
That's true. You did mention like being
So
expressive.
so,
is
so
hard.
sometimes the way I express it, like I'll walk by and I'll just give her a hug, and but I'll do it like really quick and I'll walk away. I don't know because it's still like
You're not there yet. Because
no, it's not that I'm there yet.
Not about her, but just like as a person, it's hard for you to express.
No, it's like, you know, like when like the whole thing I was talking about, like when I think about it, I'll just do it. But it's like that, and then I'll move on to the next.
Oh, I see. You
know,
don't pause.
Yes, I don't pause.
I get that.
So it's like instead of like that, you know, she'll want the longer hug, but I give her that quick hug because I'm moving on to the next task.
That's crazy. That's so Anthony too. Because he's very affectionate, but there's not like I've called him out, so I'm gonna assume that this is what you're talking about. Like I'm like, you don't do the thing where you like look into my eyes longingly, or like sit there
Right.
and just like what's it called? Just be in the moment, you know, like embrace the moment, or just like stare at each other and kind of smirk and laugh, you know, like that kind of cutesy shit. So you're kind of, because he's always thinking about the next thing to do too.
Right,
So,
like I'll
so
go
you're
like,
saying
oh
you're
yeah,
like
the
that.
dishes need to be done. I got to take out the trash. I got to take out, you know, take it out to the curb. You know, that sort of thing. And
Are you ADD in sex too?
maybe
All right, next question.
yeah.
I'm starting to take pills for that, actually.
Wait,
That's ED,
That's
right?
ED.
Erectile
Not ADD.
dysfunction.
how do you feel like you do it for Anthony and Anthony does it for you?
For what-
Oh, you said food, right?
So his is like, his small gestures is like he cooks for me, and I mean that's really it.
What was this question again?
And for you, what do you do for him?
So I'm a very like, and I'm not just like trying to like gas me up, but like I am very, very, very. I like to serve when I'm in a relationship. So like, little gestures is very similar to like what Rich described. Like if I know he's doing something, I want to make sure that he's like set up. Like when he used to work like at his office job before he was a DJ, I would always make sure like his lunch was prepared in the morning. You know what I mean? Or when he came home, I would make sure that he came home to like a clean bed, you know what I mean? Like the bed would be made and his pajamas would be clean, you know, like things like that. And then one of the things that I also make sure is, because we have children, you know, I make sure that he doesn't have to think about parenting, you know? So like homework is done, dishes are done, like everything is done so that when he comes home, he can just decompress. So, I mean, it's just those little gestures. And then I'm very much, like I like to send the flirtatious texts and like the sexting, and, you know, and I used to never send sexy photos, but I've started to do that with, like, I do that with him, you know, like he's the only relationship I've ever done that with is him. So he's got his little vault on his phone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay. So, next question. Let's see. Have you ever tried something spontaneous or unexpected to reignite the fire? Like, what is something that you've done that kind of just gave that extra in the relationship, you know? Like, oh shit, we back. Everybody's so quiet. What the fuck?
We're waiting for Vince to answer
Oh,
first.
me. Because of we have similar sense of humor. So when we go out in public, whenever she scoots close to me, I flinch, like she's gonna hit me.
Oh,
As long as
I was not expecting that.
it's like funny to us.
You know what? I really respect this girl because that takes a lot to be in a relationship with.
And why'd you guys break
and it's a
up?
fake relationship at
I
that.
know. Because they're busy apparently or something.
No, I think she is.
Oh, she has an actual
She has an actual
boyfriend.
boyfriend now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Damn it, we were close, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the most spontaneous, wildest, spiciest thing you've done to, I mean, obviously like if you're, the spice has always been there, but what kind of like was an extra oomph in the relationship?
Oh.
Tell us a story or a moment or an experience.
Okay, see, I wasn't gonna get like. I was gonna keep it like PG a little
Oh,
bit.
no. We don't do that here.
You know better.
Well, I know, right? My first thing I was gonna say is, sometimes when we go out, we pretend like we don't know each other.
Ooh, I like that. I've heard couples that do that. Where it's
That's
like,
how I got maced.
what the fuck?
You don't understand how dedicated we are to this role playing stuff.
By her?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, hold on.
Pepper spray.
Pause. Tell your story first. So
Okay, so
give us an example of one time you guys did the whole like pretend like we don't know each other thing. I think
Did you guys
that
ride
shit
in
is so
the car
cute.
together too and everything?
said
or-
what?
Did you guys ride in the car together? Like, give me a whole.
No, we still like we'll show up together.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Sometimes we don't, but I think
So give us like one scenario where you did that.
I'll take our Vegas scenario. We were in Vegas. I don't know if he remembers this, but we were in
He said,
mind you, we show up together pretty much all the time. But then I was like sitting on the couch, and then he went to the bar, so it looked like I was by myself. And then he came back with a drink, and then he's always like, "Hey, my name is something something. What's your name?" And we have fake names. And then sometimes I pretend like, I have a man. Stop talking to me. And then
she give it a little hard to
yeah,
get.
like stop talking to
Okay.
me. And then he was like, "But can we be friends though, or something?" I was like, "Maybe," like stuff like that.
A little low key role play.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Rich.
I can only imagine how that transpired into a bedroom. Oh,
I know, right?
I don't think I could.
I'm getting hot thinking about that. Okay.
I don't think I could role play like that. I end up like turning into Vince. Like,
You're gonna be an asshole.
throw out all the dad jokes like over and over. So you like it party, huh? Huh? You and me together, huh? Yeah. Are you Filipino?
fuck.
I mean, at that point, you just start over. You're like, wait, start over, go back.
He chooses the least sexiest role to play.
I'd be like, I'm done with it.
She's all like, I don't like it.
I was so into it. Now you ruined it.
So you haven't done anything at all? You've been together 2 years. There has to have been one spicy attempt that you did. Or that she did.
Wow.
Boy, maybe we need to give him the Kama Sutra.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? The
Go back to
box
chapter 1.
with the hat, that's her box. You should see the other stuff that's in there.
Oh,
She tells me she's very satisfied. Well, she said that last time. She's like, we're just fine. So there has to be some stuff that you guys are,
Why does your face look so blank?
Because I'm trying to think.
He's like, was I there for that?
was that me? I'm not sure.
There was this one time it was really hot. She started without me, right?
I just processed it. Okay. While you think, Lonnie.
Yeah, well.
Go ahead.
Are you laughing because it's true?
Recently, we haven't done this in a long time. I gave him roadhead.
Oh, not the roadhead. Okay.
Yeah, it's just that kind of
Like you surprised him with something that was like,
yeah,
we
because
haven't done this in a while.
oh yeah,
Was the
I like
baby in the
that.
back?
She was sleeping.
Why'd you have to bring the baby in?
I know. You just made it really unsexy.
Because I was gonna ask if the rear facing, you just put it.
She's forward facing now.
Oh no!
Hey, how do you think you got
Okay,
here?
We're driving down. Okay.
He's like, Mommy, why am I rear facing tonight?
Next question.
No, he has to answer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't.
And
What's the freakiest shit you've ever done? How about that?
in this
Let's
2
do the-
years?
in
The
the 2
best
years.
alley. Tell us.
Oh my gosh.
He graduated from alleys.
Not the alley.
He's in the garage now. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's move on. I don't know. I have no stories.
Ari, give him one more chance. Go ahead.
Boy,
tell
you are
yours.
vanilla. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. What's the question again?
What's my own question again?
Something sexy to reignite the fire. See, it's hard because I'm a very sexual person. Like I like to get it every day, and I like to I want to be gotten every day. You know what I mean? Like, and so I don't really have to do much because I'm just like a very sexual person in general. But like, like head, for example. Like I was teasing him the other day because we were not in that mindset at all, and I was like, ooh, and obviously it was like joking dirty talk because it was really not cute. I was just like, I'm about to give you that slob knob later, you know? And he was like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And then that night I gave him like some really freaky dicky head, like really, really like a long time. And he was just like, holy shit, what got into you, you know? And he was like, you like was like porn star sucking that shit last night. And I was like, we had to like light it up a little bit, you know?
Yeah,
so things like that, like we'll have like extra dirty sex sometimes, like toys or like, like things like that. So you just have to switch it up is I guess is what I'm saying. Like for someone like me who kind of just, we enjoy having sex all the time, then you just have to kind of switch it up for us.
I think that's why I can't answer.
Why? Because you don't switch it
I
up?
think because it's just the fire's still pretty lit.
Good
You know
answer.
what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. So how did you
know what I'm
ignite
saying?
that fire in the first place?
I take my shorts off.
Okay.
I have the textured underwear. So she was like, it's like, oh, I like
so
this.
inside joke,
Reference, yeah.
just for reference, his significant other, she likes like soft textures. And so he jokes like, oh yeah, I wore this type of underwear so she could keep touching
She
the
mentioned,
texture.
oh, I like this one. Buy the same ones.
And you just like cut it out in that little section right there. Okay, let's see.
What's that? What's this?
Because you guys always talk about how small your penis is, so you cut it this small.
She's like this.
She's just like this with her pinky.
Okay.
You don't even have to cut a hole. You just poke it with a pin.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry.
Let's see. Let's talk about routines. Do you and your partner have a romantic ritual that keeps things spicy? Like, is there something that that you do constantly that kind of, because you said, okay, so this should be a question that you should answer because you said it hasn't ever been unlit. So what have you done to consistently keep it that way?
A rollover. Like,
Wow.
no, I mean, it might sound bad, but I mean, it's almost like, it's just there. You know what I mean? You want something tonight? Yeah, you want something tonight? Let's go.
That's how you turn her on?
I mean, how could you resist?
Jasmine.
Okay, so
I don't know.
he's talking about in-house, but I thought we were more like on the just keeping the relationship, alive in general.
Yeah.
Okay. So for us, I feel like we continue to date each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think
So
that
we
makes
have
a big
like
difference.
a date night. It's usually Wednesdays. And so
Oh, that's the ritual. Okay, cute.
yeah.
I like that.
So we were going to the same spot every Wednesday. He kind of switches it up sometimes. He took me to like glow in the dark painting.
Oh, that's
one night.
cute.
So yeah, I mean things like that.
Continue to date each other like that. How about you, Lenny?
I don't think we have a ritual anymore.
See, now you know how it feels. Just kidding.
Lonnie
I
is
don't
like
just
down
roll
to
over,
fighting.
okay?
Right.
I don't just roll over anymore, okay?
So like, I don't just roll over. I'm already in
My shirt
position.
off now.
Right, I'm already in.
She said I take my shirt off now.
Excuse me. No, I don't know about ritual anymore because it's hard, but good head.
I mean, that will do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
would do it.
Oh, and the
That's up
head thing
there.
that I talked about, it's reciprocated. Like sometimes he'll surprise me and he'll
Oh,
just like
yep.
flip me over. I'm like, what's happening right now? You know? So it's like things like that. But I'm actually with Jasmine on this question. We've actually gotten really busy in the last like year where we've hardly dated each other. So that had to be a topic of conversation because I remember in the first chunk of our relationship, it was every other weekend we would make sure that we had a date without the kids, just me and him.
Yeah.
And we did really well with that. You know, it was like he had his time with his friends. I had my time with my friends. So we had our separate lives, but we always made sure that we reconnected again somewhere in the week, right? So it's not just like, I'm a mom, you're a DJ, or you're a dad, I'm a mom. Like there was like this unity that happened in the middle of the week every other week. And then we stopped doing that because life got really busy, which is like relevant to the topic. And I had to tell him, I'm like, you don't take me on dates anymore. You know, like I want to go outside sometimes still, you know?
Right.
And so that's actually in the last couple of months, that's been something that he's been really making a big effort. And I feel like it makes a difference. Like we've been trying like new restaurants that we've been wanting to try because food is like our thing, you know, we like to go out to eat.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then we started like a folder, you know, like where we send like reels of like places that we want to go check out or
yeah.
activities that we want to see. And then we kind of just like reference it now, like, oh, let's check that one off the bucket list, you know? So I know that like you should have an answer to this because I know that your girl is really good about planning and putting
Yeah.
things on the calendar.
Yeah.
So that keeps it alive.
Yeah. Well, she does most of that planning.
That's what I mean.
'Cause
That's
I'm,
why
like,
I said
really-
your girl, not you.
Yeah. Because I'm really simple when it comes to that. Like I could eat the same thing for like a month, like the same exact dish. I'm like that. I'm like that creature of habit. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's not
So,
Anthony at all. He can't do that.
Yeah. No. So like I'll rely on her to be like, let's try this restaurant. We'll try that.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
annoying.
What happened?
They're talking
They're
about eating the
agreeing.
same thing every single day, no matter what it is.
Why?
Hey, I didn't know I was gonna meet my best friend today. Okay.
Okay.
Where's your mic?
So listen, this is kind of like off topic, I guess, but I'm the type of person I like to cook. So I'm gonna cook different things because
Yeah.
I like to try different things. I like to
Yep.
try different recipes. Blah, blah. Him, he's like, if you just make me chicken and potatoes or corn, or I'll be just fine. Or when we go to a nice restaurant, that's not. Anyways, when we go to a nice restaurant, is I want chicken tenders. I kind of know.
Oh my gosh, I have the off topic, but I have the opposite problem. I'm like I love to try new foods, but I'm down to just eat the same thing. I don't have a problem with that. And Anthony, he's like, you pick, babe. And I'm like, okay. And I'll pick something. He's like, oh, I don't really want that. I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's totally
And then it's
opposite,
like
usually.
totally opposite. He always wants some complicated shit. I'm like, dude, just fucking pick something. So I have the opposite problem. What about you, Lonnie? What are some rituals that you guys partake in?
I mean, not really like a ritual. Like every anniversary, we dance to a song. Does that make sense?
That's cute.
Like that's our thing.
cute.
Every year we dance to a song.
At last.
Like in the house?
Lately it's usually it's at our like privately. by
Oh, like
ourselves.
just you guys? That's really cute.
Do you have a song that you guys dance to every time, or is it different? each
It
time?
was one song and then it recently changed because our new chapter. But
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
Yeah.
love that. Okay. Do you have anything to add, Rich? Because you're looking over there like you got something to add.
I'm just thinking so.
okay.
Okay, so here's a little bit of a tougher one, right? Okay, so how do you handle when you guys are off, like mismatched libidos, like he's wanting to get it, you're not in the mood, vice versa? Because in long-term relationships, especially, right, it's not always 24/7 you guys are on the same page. There's days where it's like, no, babe, I'm tired, or I'm not in the mood, or I'm fucking pissed at you today, so I'm not trying to give that shit to you. How do you guys handle that?
I just say, I grab my phone and say, I'll be back. hey, that's.
It's on it.
I'm like, grab my phone. Yeah, I'll be right back. I come
That
back.
obvious too? That obvious?
Yeah,
You literally tell her that you're gonna go do that.
yeah.
Okay.
You can ask her.
So you guys are like in the midst of fighting, and then you're just grab your phone and you're like, I'm gonna be back.
In the midst of fighting.
Not like in the fight, but like you guys are just like, wait, I'm confused here. So is it because she's tired or she's not wanting to give it? Or like, why would you do that when she's there?
Yeah. If she's like, I'm just tired, or I feel bloated because we just ate. I'm like, oh, no, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. So it's,
Oh, okay. The way I'm picturing it, the way you say you're like, I'll be back.
you know, yeah, like she's sitting there and you're like, bye. You know, that's how you made it sound at first.
That's what I mean. Like, let me go beat my meat over here.
Yeah.
Oh, I could say that too, but yeah, no. What I'm saying is like sometimes it's just like, okay, you're not up to it. I'll be right back.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
30 seconds. Okay, Lonnie.
She's understanding though. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, you good now?
Yeah,
like,
you have a
I'm good
fucking
now.
angel of a girl, by the
do.
way.
I do.
That's good. I'm glad
That's why
that you
she
recognize.
prepares everything, and I feel like I'm the sucker. I feel like I feel like I'm the problem at this point. Like the more you guys ask me, I'm like, damn, I really don't do
I'm
shit.
glad you know. I'm glad you know and you realize it.
I'm like, damn.
You're welcome, girl. We got you.
I gotta start updating the calendar myself.
I think that's kind of normal, though. I think a lot of guys just show up. It's kind of like, you do it, boo. I'll pay for it. I'll be there. You do the planning. You know, I think that's kind of normal. So don't feel bad about that. I mean, you should still try, but don't feel too bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lonnie, Jasmine, any take on what you guys do when you guys are mismatched in your libidos or sexual desires?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Lonnie. Let me think about it for a
Are you
second.
thinking about it? I'm very guilty of it lately.
Like you're the tired
I'm fucking
one?
tired.
Okay.
Yeah. But I try to be mindful. Like if I don't, I know he wants it. So if I don't do it that day, then I'll do it like the next day.
So you make up for it,
Yeah.
basically, when you
Yeah.
know. Has it ever been opposite?
Oh yeah.
Where
But he'll still give it to me. It's rare. Like, okay, maybe the only times he'll ever deny me is like if I'm coming home from the podcast late. Like when we would stay here till like fucking butt crack of dawn.
yeah.
And I'm like, babe, I'm home. He's like, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not getting down. Even though he just texted me 30 minutes ago, that he wanted it.
There's nothing like being blue balled by your own man.
It sucks.
Vagina
bro.
version,
It
you know?
sucks. I'm gonna whip my own phone out now. I don't mean it, babe. I'm just joking.
Yes, she does. He works all the time.
Anyways, Jasmine.
I think for me, it's just a matter of staying ready for that moment. Like,
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I mean, like, you know, sometimes like
It's like I'm waiting.
I want it at certain times, or he wants it at certain times. So if I want it a lot, and I have to calm down on that. But when he's ready, I'm ready. Like for me, I need to be ready for when because sometimes it'd be like right after work, but I'm like, no, I just got home. Like I need to take a shower. I've been working all day, blah blah blah. So it's just a matter of me being ready. That's how I try and like
Mentally, physically, both?
no, mentally I'm good.
You're always there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's not that. It's just a matter of like, being ready.
You talking about like being clean down there? and
Yeah,
shaved and
being
all
like,
that. Okay.
yeah,
I just wanted to elaborate, just to make sure.
Thank you for elaborating.
So Vince, I don't know why you acting brand new. We're acting fucking PG on this shit. Like this is an 18 and up podcast.
It's really not because my kids have found the podcast
Dude,
before.
I've heard some of my daughter's friends are like, "Oh, Miss
They're
Ari,
like,
you're on the podcast."
wait.
I'm like, "Why the fuck are you watching it?"
One time I was at my friend's house. Mind you, it's a group of people there. It's like a get together. And my daughter was so proud that I was on a podcast. She brings it up on the big screen. She was like, you guys, my mom is on a podcast. And it just so happened to be the one that we were talking about sex. I was like, hold on, please turn that off. she's like showing all the little kids, like, look, my mom was on. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Vince, do you have a take on when you're not on the same page as your fake girlfriend or vice versa?
Is that wait? What was the question again?
It's like, how do you guys handle or deal with being on different pages when it comes to sexual desire and libido?
oh, we're completely independent from each other. So if we're not feeling it, we're not feeling it. Like it was one of those things where it's like.
So is this like a booty call situation where?
No, because we kick it still. You know what I mean? But it's one of those things that I've said before. She's not my whole world. She's just my favorite part. So it's like if we're in tune with each other, we kick it. If we're not, then it's cool. Because I work late, she works late. I have a weird schedule. She travels and stuff. So it's like it doesn't happen all the time. But then like when we do want to kick it, we're, for one, we mentally reset, and then we just spend our little bit or a long time together, and then that's it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
No, I put my mic down because I was like, oh, wow, I'm really not in this conversation.
I'm trying to think for my answer for this question. What was the question? How do we? Well, I'm kind of like Jasmine. Like that's not a problem on my end. I stay ready. Like my sexual desire and drive is probably a lot higher than my man's. So, anytime he wants it, there's no question. Like I roll over, as Rich would say. Like it's there. But the other way around. Because he's, he works a lot too, and he's tired and shit like that, or whatever. I mean, I feel like guys you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. You may not be in the mood, but if we put the moves on you, that shit's gonna go up. Like if you feel connected and attracted to that person, he'll tell me he's tired, and I'm like, you sure? And then it happens anyway.
She's like, he's like, I'm tired, and she'll be like, but is he tired?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yes.
See, thank you. Mm-hmm. That's a joke, but
let
it's
me
true.
let me ask him. Real
Right,
quick.
exactly. Exactly.
Let me see what he wants to do.
Okay. So, lastly, if you could give one piece of advice to someone trying to keep the passion alive in their relationship, what would that piece of advice be, and what's worked for you? So, someone's watching our podcast and they're like, you know what? Like me and my husband or significant other are in a really big dry spell, and like I want to fix that. I want to reignite the passion. I want to start fucking again every day. Like, what is a piece of advice that you would give to help them reignite this passion?
I would say connection, and like we've been talking about, like the texting all day, the sending the sexting, the sending the pics, or even like when you come home, making sure like the hugs, the kisses, making the person feel wanted, desired. A lot of times with females, it's more of a mind thing. So if mentally they're there, then it's easier to keep the spark alive.
Going along that vein, I think it's really important to keep in mind, like it's staying in that same vein.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that vein. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Going with that, I think it's really important to keep in mind that for a female, foreplay starts outside of the bedroom.
Yes.
So it's the same type of mindset, right? Like making her feel desired, telling her how beautiful she is. You can't wait to see her when she gets home. Ooh, about last time,
Right.
like reminiscing on the last time. And it's not even just communication. I feel like if a woman comes home to a clean house, or, hey, you fucking took that mental load off of me, it increases that desire, because it's like, I'm not thinking about 20 things that I have to do. I'm thinking about focusing on you now because you took that load off of
That
me.
fucking
Yeah.
part. Yeah. It's that, and we've been like, okay, so what's been your turn-ons? Is there anything you wanted to try? What's like just communication,
Talking about the sex.
Yes, yeah. And then I don't know what it is, but sometimes movies that have like hot ass sex scenes, I'm like, hell yeah, that turns me on. I'm like, let's fucking do it.
So it's like low-key porn.
Yeah, yeah.
I got you.
I'm just being real.
Rich ran away
Rich.
from the question.
He really did. So fast.
Okay, your advice from the male perspective. How do you help the people watching reignite the passion?
Well, what was the second question? Because I didn't answer that, and I think that would be the same answer as this.
What was the last question?
No, what was the second
Second
question?
one.
Oh, the second question. Let me go back.
There's a couple of questions I didn't answer because I.
What small gestures do you think keeps the passion alive?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I think this would be the same question. Is she used to give me positive affirmations through subtle gaslighting.
What? Okay, elaborate. Go ahead.
So she this is something that I caught her doing is when she would hug me or like when we walk and she holds my arm or something like that, and she'll compliment me because I'm trying to get bigger and work out. So she'll compliment me on specific things, and then it'll make me think, oh, I got to do this for her because she likes it, and then that makes me want to. When she appreciates me, I give her more things to appreciate. So I think that if it's something subtle like that, that's something that can keep the spark alive.
So like positive reinforcement. Yeah. Okay. That's true. Guys like to hear it. It strokes their ego.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I think she's like gaslighting me like in a nice way to get buff.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like,
your arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Rich, answer the question. Advice.
Look at his face.
How do you keep the spark alive?
Buy more reptiles. I'm just joking.
Roll over more times than one.
Or just face each other so that you don't have to roll over.
Right.
Not coming in the sock anymore.
Not for this joke. Okay, if you want to get that joke, you gotta go back a few seasons, look for the sock reel, and you'll know.
The sock reel.
He's like, oh shit, the sock.
How do you reignite the flame?
Yeah,
Or-
you're
Or
giving
how do you
advice.
keep it? You're giving advice. How do you reignite the flame? Because someone is, they're going through a rough dry patch right now.
I can say something that me and my best friend connected on and we understand each other. There is something that a guy can eat every day and never get tired of it.
What is it?
So if you do that, if you know, put it in the comments.
And it makes you
It'll
horny? Like, what are we talking about here?
it will make her horny.
Interesting.
It's really amazing how they don't get
Oyster?
this.
No, I get it.
Well, I get it too. Yeah.
I get
yeah,
it.
yeah. But
I got it.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
okay, so somebody they have a dry spell in the relationship.
Yeah, what is your advice to someone that's like, how do I reignite my relationship? That's
Water
what the
balloons.
topic is about.
I guess you just have to communicate. I mean, it as you guys said, it goes sometimes. It starts beyond, before the bedroom. So a lot of times it's like, you people fall into these habits or these modes throughout the day. Like this is what I got to do. And again, I'm the perfect example because I do it. I go home. I wake up in the morning. I go check on the animals. I get home. I got to check on the animals. So you got to you have to find a way to break the monotony of within your relationship too. And maybe it will require like with Jasmine, like go ahead and role play. Maybe that adds a little bit of spark. You just have to find it, and it's not something that's easily like right then and there because people are different, so people will react to different things all the time.
What is your advice? Just because I was hearing this topic was ignited by some coworkers talking about having dry spells, right? What about the scenario? So a female has told her man that, I wish you gave it to me more. Like, I don't feel desired. So she has communicated, is my point, because you said communication, right? She has communicated, like, I want to ignite her sex life back again and blah, blah, blah. I don't feel desired. And he kind of just like dismisses her.
But see, that's making it an obligation versus like when I was telling you what was done with me, it was giving me that positivity so that it made me want to do it more. So it wasn't so much of an obligation as opposed to, when somebody comes up to me.
But what if she's already doing those things?
Well, I don't know. I have to know this.
Like a lot of people are okay. So a lot of do you guys agree or disagree with this assumption? A lot of people say that they believe that he's getting it from somewhere else because she's tried all the things.
No, well, always blame the man, right? I guess. But sometimes sometimes it's a matter of you guys were attracted to each other at one point for a certain reason, whether it's looks, it's whatever. But let's go with looks. Then you guys get together, and it's like every night. Now she's like in this like moon, like you kind of get complacent.
Well, I think that's why that was the assumption, because if you know this person that I'm speaking about, she's very attractive. She's never let herself go. She's constantly doing shit for her man. She's constantly she puts food on the table. You know what I mean? She's like not a lazy bitch. She's like definitely like she's provider. Like a provider. She's hot. She's sexy. She's smart. Guys left and right are always trying to get at her, and he's kind of just like taking her for granted at this point.
She should probably date a Filipino with a long beard.
Oh, okay.
No, I personally still think that it's you're seeing the outside of the person. You're seeing the facade. What is she really like at home? Like you could say I provide for him, I cook for him, but then there's like nothing there.
She could be annoying as hell too.
Like she could treat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So say he does find her annoying. Like what advice? You can't just be like, well, you're being annoying. What advice are you going to give this person?
You tell her that.
Okay, you can't just be like, don't be annoying. You have to give her advice of like, what does that look like? Like, like you're saying, give compliments.
Yeah,
more,
a version of being annoying is that where you make something that you would like to be done for you an obligation, as opposed to something that can be given as a gift. The example that I've given before is if you ask me, can I take out the trash? I'm gonna resent you for it, but I'll still do it. Versus, would you take out the trash? Now I feel like I'm doing a favor for you. This is an act of service that I'm performing for you, as opposed to an obligation that you're putting upon me.
So what about the fact that they have seen a relationship, what is it called? A therapist? And the therapist said that he was the problem.
Then get rid of that problem.
So what the thing is, like, what is the problem? It's like sometimes we hear things from.
He plays video games all night. He just wants to fucking sleep. He's basic, in my opinion, he's a fucking loser, is my opinion. Like he has no desire to serve his girl. He wants to be on his fucking video game every night. He doesn't want to do shit. And she's tried everything to like sucking his dick, coming in with lingerie, like, doing the chores for him. And she's just like, I don't know what to do anymore.
I can relate to her because I've been in that situation with my previous relationship. Like, and it goes back to his insecurity. He didn't want me to suck his dick because his fucking dick was too small or some whatever the fuck. He made some fucking excuse. So then, and then like I asked him, I was like,
these 2 inches are.
You guys worry about too much shit.
God,
Like
dang,
that.
2 inches? That's crazy. Lucky bastard.
So
I'm
I've
at 2
asked
centimeters.
him, like I've genuinely asked him, like, what is it? Because every time I want to do it, you're like, no.
Yeah.
And he's told me it's because I want to fuck other people.
So I think that's why I was like
you have to, I had to pull teeth to find out. And I'm like, is it me? Like, do you not like it from me? Like, is it how I do things? Well, fuck, motherfucker. Because
I definitely agree with
one
you
position,
guys.
bitch, first of all.
Yeah, Ari, I think that you're asking the wrong question though. Like, how does she fix it? Why would you want to fix that? I think the question she should be asking is how she move on.
I mean, I agree with that, obviously, but I can't tell a person like, "Hey, leave your spouse." Like she obviously wants to fix it because there's all this history and she's in love with him still and blah blah blah. So she's now like, I'm the problem. So she's obviously tried everything. They even went to therapy, like all this stuff. And
if I was in her position, I'd stop doing some shit for him.
She might not be the problem, but it is her problem.
I see what you're saying. Like she's almost letting him be that way by over giving him too much on the silver platter or whatever.
Especially when you're saying we have all these issues, but I'm still in love with them. It doesn't really work like that. You might love a person, care for them, but you're not in love with the person.
I think that's his problem, is he's not in love anymore. Like he loves her, cares about her, which is why they persist on staying together. But I feel like he's not in love and she is still in love, which is why she still desires to be desired.
I still think there's probably like way deeper fucking problems than just simple.
Yeah,
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
Because I mean, I don't trust anybody. I mean, when it comes to their relationships, because people mask and they hide, and at the end of the day, you know, it could be that she was unfaithful at one point.
The therapist actually said the same thing as you. She was like, well, how long can you deal with? He was like, how long can you deal with this? Maybe you should start thinking about the fact that you deserve better. And she doesn't want to accept that, you know, because she's in love with him still. So,
Look, girl, if you're listening, honestly, if you're trying all these different things and he's not like, oh shit, like he's not hinting the clue, you're not the fucking problem.
yeah,
Like
100%.
leave. It's not worth it.
That's so, you know, don't be with a stupid person and have lots of sex, guys.
You almost said, "Don't be with stupid men."
I said person. What? We're all here. We're gonna fight both of you today, okay? All right, you guys. I think that's it for today. Thank you for your guys' input on how to keep the spark alive. Even you with your pretend girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, I could say something that would be really, really like she'll get mad at me at least.
Just drop it. No, like drop and say it.
So this,
No, I want to hear this.
this is something that going forward in a relationship, I think that I would definitely have is I would have very close relationships with female friends.
Because
That's
we
how
tell
you
you the
keep-
truth.
What's up?
Because we'll tell you.
No,
yeah or
it's not that. It's just the fact that girls are so they have their choices, right? And then like guys, we don't have as many choices as the girls do, at least with Instagram and everything like that. So we tend to pedestalize girls and just put up with stuff. But then like if my girlfriend doesn't give it to me when I want, I know that girls have the power that they can say, I'm just going to get it from somebody else. I don't mind my girlfriend thinking that from me now.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like, almost like increase your value by showing her that she's not the only. I don't think that would work for a girl.
No,
like, girls would be like,
no.
bye then.
No, and that's completely fine because I really just don't want it to be one-sided. But then it's the whole fact that like with girls they can withhold sex, you know, but we can't really withhold like our resources. And it's like and I don't have a tolerance for girls that are going to be like that anymore. So I think that's one of the things is that I've stopped being friends with some of my close homegirls because of the feelings and to make my girlfriend be happy. Mm-hmm. But now I have zero tolerance for that. So
Good.
Yeah.
So
I'm confused.
So hold on. Okay, hold on. So you're
break it down.
So what he's saying is, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying like almost like reverse psychology. Like he's not going to stop being friends with these females or like bending over backwards for his current girlfriend like he used to. Like, oh my God, she doesn't want me to be friends with these girls, so I'm going to stop being friends. It's almost like, okay, you know, like when you go to a restaurant and it's like first come, first serve. So everybody's lining up because they're like, I want to be one of the people that gets the food before it runs out.
Okay.
He's like stacking his value. So it's like, I can be with any girl I want, but I'm choosing to be with you. So that turns her on more.
Well, it kind of, but I think it's just the way that it was presented. I'm really not stacking my value. I just don't want her to think that she was the only option.
Right.
You know,
But no girl wants to feel like they're an option. They want to feel like they're the one.
do you know how much girls make guys feel like that though? To the left, anything.
Maybe the ones you've dated.
Yeah, but
Right.
the reason why the girls even get to that point is not every girl, because there are some shitty girls out there. I will give that to
there
you.
are.
But a good woman will only have that feeling if something was wrong in the first place. Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, no girl is gonna to the left a guy unless there was a problem with the guy. You know what I mean? So,
Facts.
so I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and close out, you guys, before people start fighting again on this thing.
I'm really like, that is not the answer.
We just the crickets. Cue the crickets. Okay. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye.